Well, the Fox News at Night Common Sense Department gets worried about how easy it is to cross the southern border, especially when illegal immigrants start telling us how easy it is to cross the southern border. A Turkish migrant who spent 24 days making his way to America told Bill Malusian that he was almost alarmed at how simple it was to walk into the U.S. He was even concerned about his own safety, asking how the U.S. knows what all these people are here for. It's a good question. A question you would expect to come from the Biden administration, not a Turkish immigrant. Today, the White House press secretary admitted that Joe Biden's executive actions led to the open border, then said it's not the president's job to close it. Common sense thinks even when the answer is nonsensical, at least it's an answer. Because for this administration, the border has always had kind of a Voldemort vibe. That which must not be spoken about. It's been 20 days since two Jordanian nationals, both here illegally, tried to crash the gate at Quantico Marine Base. We still don't know their intent. What was in their vehicle? Who are they? The administration says the information can't be released because of privacy concerns. Privacy? Common sense thinks maybe we just ask the Turkish migrant. He appears to have a better grasp of what's going on here. Let's bring in Reform California Chairman Carl DeMaio and New York Post reporter Jenny Taylor. Jenny, I can't believe that we literally are 20 days out and we still don't have any information about these two Jordanian nationals. I mean, tell us what's happening.
Right, exactly. And one thing we also discovered is that the folks that work at the base at Quantico didn't hear about this until about 2 weeks after that incident on May 3rd. So it was not only not known to the public and came out in a very small local paper, which, you know, then we started chipping away at, and your reporters as well. But that's, you know, it took a lot of questioning of ICE to find out that even these individuals came here illegally, that they were Jordanian nationals. One came across the southern border, was released just a day after he crossed, by the way, just a day after he crossed last month, and told on your own recognizance, come back and report. You know, security checks can't be done within a day. That's not how, and Border Patrol agents tell me this. You know, you can't run those checks, get information.
Right. And it just feels, Jenny, like they're hiding something from us. That's the whole point here. Bill Malusian talking to the Turkish immigrant. Here's one more sample of that.
Did you have to pay a cartel?
Yes.
How much?
Around 10,000.
10,000?
Yes. In fact, the American people is right, completely true. Who come into this country, they don't know. Well, okay, I'm good, but how if they're not good? How they're killer, psychopath, else? No guarantee of that. Why, like no security, no security check, no background check.
When the illegal immigrants are worried about coming here, Carl, I'm worried about being here.
That's in Jacumba. That's in the district that I'm going to be representing. And it is a crisis point. During the Biden administration, we've already had 300 documented terror watch suspects coming across the southern border. Many of them in San Diego sector. But guess what? Last year alone, we had 850,000 gotaways. During the Biden administration, more than 2 million gotaways. And those are only the ones that we can actually verify. So we are talking about people on the terror watch suspect list getting into this country. And then what are they doing? They're showing up at military bases in box trucks. Now, again, it has been weeks and we have no information whatsoever. Why were they there? What was in the box truck? What are their identities? Apparently, it's privacy that we're worried about.
It's kind of crazy. I want to put this graphic up because this kind of tells it. He's talking about the gotaways. Here's the suspected terrorist. The border encounters, there were 14 under former President Trump. There have been 367 under President Biden. 2,521% rise, Jenny. Quick answers. I want to get Carl in here, too.
Well, and we know that some of the individuals that have crossed illegally that are on the terror watch list have slipped through the cracks of federal authorities and been released, one of those being an al-Shabaab terrorist who came across in March 2023. ICE figured out a year later, when he had already made it to Minnesota, that he was in the country and had to nab him. This is just one example of many, honestly, in the last couple of years.
Yeah, it really is. I want to put this video up because this is Malugin taking a picture of some of these illegal immigrants that had crossed, got tired of waiting for Border Patrol. So what do, Carl? They just jump in a lift. You jump in a lift and off they go. Bill says Border Patrol is so overstretched that the illegal immigrants who crossed here had been waiting for hours for BP to pick them up. Some Colombians got sick of waiting. They called a lift and just got picked up and drove away.
I talked to Border Patrol agents in the San Diego sector. They are completely overwhelmed. It is now the #1 illegal crossing sector in the country. Why? Because Governor Gavin Newsom has rolled out a red carpet saying, come on in, we'll give you all these welfare benefits. It's a sanctuary state, and we are in a sanctuary country as long as Joe Biden continues to dictate our border policies.
But it makes it worse now, Carl, and just give me 5 seconds here on this. It makes it worse because Texas has now kind of closed off its border, and so now all of these people are coming where you hope to represent across Hukumba.
Absolutely, and that's why I tell people don't flee California because the contagion's going to spread. If we don't stay and fight and secure our border and end the sanctuary state and cut off the welfare benefits and support Border Patrol in California, it's like squeezing a balloon. The illegal immigrants will come from Texas all the way across San Diego, and that's where they're coming today, and they're going to continue to flow.
Carl DeMaio, Jenny Taylor, thank you both. Coming